Alright guys, I'm here at the office and another distributor company, you guys have probably heard of them, Beloader, sent me over a product today. They contacted me a few weeks ago, sent me over a product. I guess they like one of my recent reviews. And so, if you guys aren't familiar with Beloader, they work primarily with gaming adapters like the cronuszen, and whatnot. So, let me get into this. Can't believe this. I have to just one hand on that. My stand or anything with me today. There we go. All right, so they sent this sample over for review. Works with the Zim Apex Elite controller designed for the PS5. Sweet. So actually I thought they were sending over a Beloader because I did tell them I don't have a PS5, so they sent over a full controller, which is pretty neat. I have the cronuszen, have an Xbox controller, so we should be able to get this to work with any interface because we do have the cronuszen and a Chronos Max. So we'll check this out and I'll let you guys know what I think about it. Pretty nice. Yeah, I can't wait to sample this. It's pretty cool. And of course, this also will work with retropie. I do know, however, there have been some issues where people have complained about disconnecting with retropie using some of the PS5 controllers. So we'll see how it measures up, see if there's any issues. I'll also connect this to my Raspberry Pi device, see if it disconnects or anything. Shouldn't be an issue, but of course we do have all of that to take care of it. But I'm interested to see exactly how this performs and what it can do, because I love to tinker. So this is the Besavior Expandable Elite controller. It comes included with an OTG cable, USB-C data cable measuring 1.5 meters, a storage bag, and a manual. It's very easy to get into, and currently it retails for $169.99. Now I looked on the website, there were two different variations in prices. I believe the second price of $59.99 includes an add-on package if you want to build or design your own controller. This is the world's first expandable PS5 Elite controller released by the Beloader team. So to the left and right of me, we have the original Xbox Elite cases. We have the one from the first and second version next to the Besavior case. This is top notch and definitely top quality, as you guys can see here, especially within the price range of $159. Typically in the past, some companies have sent some boxes beat up, and they really don't send high quality merchandise over for a review, but I'm glad to see the Besavior team has definitely done just that. Sent over some great quality product that definitely lines up with what Microsoft has to offer. This is professionally well made. Pretty much on par on what you would get with the $179 Xbox Elite controller. Alright, now finally on to the controller itself. Let's open this thing up and see what this bad boy can do for us. All this is fresh. I love the feel of this. Bottom triggers, kind of clicky, but they're mechanical. That's what they're designed to be. Feels like the original PlayStation 5 controller. See what kind of goodies we have here in the box. Let's see, it looks like we got some extra parts here. Let's go ahead and open this up. All right, we got a USB power adapter, and then we also have another adapter here with the USB 3.0 adapter here. Let's see what else we have here. Looks like we have some type of dongle for the the Besavior receiver. So obviously it doesn't look like it works traditionally directly with the console. You have to use this in order for it to work. We'll get into that in just a minute. And these look like extra joysticks. Let's go ahead and get this open. All right, looks like we have extra joystick covers, which really come in handy. I actually have this on a couple of my other controllers. I don't have them around, but I have these on a couple of my Elite controllers for my Xbox, but these definitely come in handy. That way when your fingertips are getting really wet and slippy, or slippering all over the place, you can just use these to make sure you don't lose your grip. So I actually prefer this style. Make sure I get it on here really nice and snug. All right, I got one on just for demonstration purposes. Let's go ahead and see if I can put the other one on. Just give you guys a better look. Oh yeah, see now that one fit on much better. Honestly, I think this is the kind of controller you really don't need these, because the tactile feel directly on the joystick itself will make sure your fingertips stay in place. These kind of make the joystick stick out a little bit further. I'm not sure if I really prefer these just personally, but if you are one of those interactive gamers where your fingers and thumbs are all over the place, then that'll definitely be a good fit for you. But for me, I think these are just fine as default. Now on the back of the Besavior, we do have the mechanical buttons here on the back. These don't look removable like the Elite controller. In fact, you guys can see here, this is the other Elite controller. As you can see, typically these would be removable. These look like they are permanently fixed to the back of the unit. You have a port here directly for your microphone and your headset. You also have your sync button. Looks like it already has a little charge to it. All right, so I went and got my original PS5 controller so you guys can see the comparison and the difference. So this one's not textile, or mechanical rather. So they both feel the same here and here. You can listen in. And then over here, nice and quiet. Then on the back, you have your mechanical function here. So pretty neat little controller. So let's go ahead and get this thing plugged in. I want to see what type of graphical interface pops up on the LCD screen. All right, so before I continue, I wanted to point out that in this package that they sent me over for review, this unit came included with the PS5 receiver for the PC and the Switch. So this is additionally was optional. This is also optional as well, the mechanical button board for the PS5 controllers. So at this time, to my understanding, that wireless adapter receiver that I currently have plugged into my computer, it typically doesn't come with this. So you would have to purchase it separately. I currently don't know the price point on it, but I would recommend getting it. Right now, I do have this unit plugged into my PC. I was playing Doom on it on my computer. But I have to tell you, my first impressions of this, I love the controller. It feels great. I mean, for me, I'm really impressed with the performance and everything that it does have to offer. We're going to go ahead and turn this back on. I already have this synced up with the computer. And so we're going to just kind of scroll through a couple of the options that we do have available. So you have mapping, and you can hear that it just vibrated because I'm currently synced up to my computer. So we have mapping. And then of course you can map whatever button you want to. You just have to scroll up and down to pick which button you want to map. But let's go back. Just want to show you guys these options here. So we have mapping, turbo, auto turbo, combination, learning, multi-sets, Bluetooth, and language. You have a different number of languages you can select from in here. And then of course you also have restore factory. So we're not going to mess with restore factory. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and select that. So there's two different languages in here that you can pick from. Let's back up one. We're not going to, let's take a look at turbo. And then of course we could select which button that we want to put on turbo. I'm just going to scroll through some of these really quickly. In fact, let me go ahead and turn this back on. Let's go back to, let's back up here. This turbo. Let's go into turbo. And then of course we could scroll through which button, letter, triangle, or which button, or we want to select that too. So let's go look at auto turbo. Just going to scroll through these really quickly. So this is definitely a cross between the cronuszen or some of the other gaming adapters that are out there that allows you to do it directly from the controller. So I mean, you're getting a hell of a deal with this controller. And with me, because I'm a tech guy, I just love to have finally see a controller that has a built-in LCD screen, especially reasonable for this price. You know, now that I think about it, it really makes me wonder why didn't Microsoft come out with a controller like this, where they gave you an additional button option to set for turbo or some of the additional macros. You typically have something like this, which will range you about $179 with a computer mouse or a keyboard. I have a couple of videos on things like that, but I mean, for entry-level price and for this to be an elite controller, it feels much better than the stock PS5 controller. But you're getting all of these additional settings as you typically would with a device here, just like the cronuszen. Doesn't exactly do everything the same, but it puts you well within that ballpark. I mean, you really can't beat the price in terms of everything that you get with this. And then, of course, you also have the option here for combinations. You can scroll through and then select which button you want to set up for a combination. Now, I believe these come in two different colors. It comes in black and white, so you can choose which one you want to get. Now, I did reach out to the company and ask them about this. So overall, I love this controller. I love the performance of it. My only concern is, for me, I'm the kind of guy that likes to play games like this because I really get into my games. I like to grip it tight. So, you know, for me, I personally would like an option where I could remove this. They said that you can remove this. It is quite tedious because there's a bunch of wires in here. I typically don't go for the additional buttons. I don't have them installed on any of my Xbox One Elite controllers. But for those of you who like this, I mean, you will find this very easy to adjust. I mean, currently these are set to your defaulted buttons of the L1 and the L2 on this side. And then on this side, these buttons are set to your R1 and R2 buttons on the right. So again, this will work for your Nintendo Switch and also PC. And if you are using a gaming adapter such as the cronuszen, Chronos Max, Titan 2, or Zim Apex, you can use this on your other universal controllers. I'm sorry, your other consoles that are out there, such as the Xbox One, Xbox 360, and so forth. I'm gonna probably do a couple of reviews on this. I know I told you guys I'll probably spend some time doing some testing on my Raspberry Pi and my Orange Pi, but I've been really backlogged with a lot of testing for that. I do have my image going up. But all in all, if you guys are looking for an elite gaming controller, well priced, that'll give you the performance you want to be able to have a controller that's going to give you everything for your macros, your auto combinations, and you love the textile feel of it, then, you know, look no further than this Besavior. Hopefully I can do more business with this company. I mean, I love this, you know, particular product. I mean, again, this was cost me about $70 when they first came out, and it offers a lot more as far as, you know, everything that it can do. Synchronization was really easy to hook it up to my computer. I mean, it synced up pretty fast. Just got to turn it back on. I love the mesh design, the flat matte color and style. Feels really nice in your hands. You know what? I thought that had a rubber grip or something on it, but it doesn't feel that way. But it feels like it has a rubber grip on it, but it doesn't. It's not too often you see a controller that has LCD buttons on here, or an LCD controller. It also syncs up with Bluetooth as well. In fact, let's see. Keep off. Let's go back here. You can turn it back on. It's nice. Multi-sets, and then of course you can have your configurations. Let me move this a little closer so you guys can see it. Let's back up. You have multi-sets. Once you go in there, click on that. Have 4 different configurations that you can set. Love it. All right, guys, I'll catch you all later, and consider sharing this video. Thank you for your viewership. I really appreciate it. You guys all have a great night. Bye-bye.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Cutting edge.
Yes!
Seeing double. Blaster shot.
Yes!
Blaster